Hi everyone, today we're going to make the Moon Santa and stars. Now we recently did the Moon Santa ornament and I told you I had it with stars to make it a family ornament, so that's what we're going to do today. And I think for this one, of course, depending on how many stars you use, you'd be better off using a cookie cutter than making your own stars. Of course, choice is up to you. So we're going to work with a white backing sheet that I've rolled through the pasta machine. And I did maybe the number 3 setting, which for me is the third thickest. And I am using Super Sculpey to make the moon. Wow, is it me or is this going quickly? And we're going to make his hat. And as I told you before, you don't have to make when you do the half moon, you don't have to make it pointy because we're going to cover that up anyway. So don't even worry about making that pointy. But make sure you get that half circle, that half moon shape in there. And we're going to put on his hat. I probably went to clean my hands there. We're going to do, well, I should do the nose first. Oh, yes. See, I've already forgotten how I did this, and I just did this maybe a week ago. Let's do his hair, and we will texture it. You can texture his hair and beard any way you want. We're going to do his beard. And as I told you in the last one, when we did just the Moon Santa, I textured the beard starting at the top. Usually I like to start at the bottom, but with this one I like to start at the top because you're going down to that point. And oh, you're seeing my hair there. I'm so sorry about that. I can't believe I did that. It's like, I would say I didn't comb my hair, but I cut my hair so short that there's really not much to comb. Now we're going to do the nose. And we like to do the nose before we do the brim of the hat, because this way we can put the brim of the hat over the top of the nose. And let's trim some of that backing sheet off. Don't trim all of it off yet because we have to put the stars on. I'm doing this very early in the morning and I've not had my coffee yet. Oh, I've had a little bit of orange juice, but I'm diabetic, so I can't drink too much orange juice. But I usually mix my orange juice with water. All right, so now we've got the ball of the hat on. We're going to do the stars. Now, this one I have made with up to 12 stars, maybe even more. I don't remember. I know I've done this with quite a few stars on it. And I have no idea what I'm doing right there. And I just rolled it out on the pasta machine, I guess. And you don't want to make your stars too thin. I think I made mine just a little bit too thin. And if you want to make them more in like a circle on the other side of the moon, head, that would look nice too. I kind of went down because I didn't want to go off that backing sheet. But if you want to make it more of a circle of the stars and the moon Santa, then just make your backing sheet bigger, wider. Now you can do this with one star and up to as many stars as you think you can fit in. And one thing I want to say is always have your stars touching each other. It gives the piece a little bit more stability and strength. So as you can see, I have 7 stars on there. And there's plenty of room, like on the left and the right, to even do more stars. If you have a big family, this would be a good one. Now we're going to trim around. I'm using my new little sound booth again, which is a big old Rubbermaid, I think it said 18-gallon tote. And I've got the comforter over me. I don't have the ceiling fan going today, thank goodness. I do have the little dog in here with me this morning, but he's being very quiet. He's a good boy. His name is Barney. You may have seen his name on some ornaments. We have Barney, Joe, and Duke. And look, I'm using the X-Acto knife and I'm not cutting myself. Isn't that amazing? Put our hook in. Oh, I'm not very talkative this morning. I'm sorry. I have to finish that fish tank. Now, if you don't want to cut out the inside, you don't have to do that. You can leave it. Now, the worst part of this ornament is putting if you have a lot of stars, I always like to put the holly leaves and berries on each star. And you're going to hate doing that if you decide to do that, but it just makes such a big difference. If you're doing 3, 4, or 5 stars, that's not so bad. But when you get up to more, it's a lot of work. And I think on this one, yes, I didn't add his mustache. So please put his mustache on. You'll see the mustache on there in the finished picture, but during the tutorial, I forgot to put his mustache on. And over the years, I think it's really funny because I've made ornaments. Excuse me. I've made ornaments where I forgot hands and arms and feet, and I would put them out for sale, and people would buy them because they thought they were just so funny. And I've told you about the time when I was doing the dough ornaments, and I left them in the oven too long, and the Santa head, the beard burned on the bottom, and I had a whole bunch of them. And I didn't want to put them out to sell. And my mother said, "Oh, put them out." And someone came along and bought every single one of them because he said Santa got burned coming down the chimney. I think I probably told you that before, but you never know what people will buy. Yeah, putting on all those little leaves and berries is a little bit boring work, but it really does make a big, big difference. And like I always say, it's those little details that count. So don't forget his mustache. Put on the mustache now. And I am recording this. I made this. I made the video, I think, about a week ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago, because I did quite a few over July 4th weekend. But I am doing the voiceover on July 15th, 2020. And I think we're going to hit 100 today with the heat index being even higher. Of course, I'm in air conditioning, so. Yes, and there I am thinking, I'm done. Blush before you bake, stick him in the oven, bake him according to your package instructions, but put that mustache on. Poor Santa. And there he is. See, I put the mustache on. So remember to put your mustache on. And you could paint the eye any way you want to. And that's it for this one, guys. That went pretty quickly, I think. And I'll see you next time. Bye.